My question is to the Indian captain, Surya. Is is this the one of the most stronger teams that you see? India is the favorites. So does that put a pressure of expectations and a bit of pressure? Ki, everybody home team, everybody expecting ki jeetega tournament. So does that put a pressure of expectations on the team?
The way I think the way we've been playing, it looks like that. But on a given day, when you play a game, you have to bring your A game on. You have to play good cricket. But there are definitely good 19 teams in the competition, and I'm sure every game will be very important.
You to get your form back with the.
इधर ही बैठ के बोला था मैंने. I remember. I'm not out of form, out of runs, but yeah, it's always good to be back amongst the runs. That too before big tournament.
सूर्या सारी चीजें ठीक चल रही है बट फॉर्मर कैप्टन एम एस धोनी ने भी कहा कि एक चीज से डर लगता है ड्यू से बाकी सारे लोगों ने सब चीज तो ठीक चल रहा है अभी आपने रिसेंट मैचेस भी खेले न्यूजीलैंड के साथ भी ड्यू कितना बड़ा फैक्टर होगा स्पेशली अगर कोई इंपॉर्टेंट मैच वैसा आता है
तो सारे मैचेस है बट एट द सेम टाइम हम लोग देखेंगे कि हमारे स्ट्रॉन्ग पॉइंट्स क्या है हमारे हम कैसे क्रिकेट खेलना चाहते हैं. ड्यू तो देखो हमारे कंट्रोल में नहीं है. कभी कभी आप टॉस जीत के अगर पहले फील्डिंग कर लो और बाद में बैटिंग करो तो ड्यू नहीं भी आता है. बट वो हमारे कंट्रोल में नहीं है. जो हमारे कंट्रोल में है वो हम देखना चाहेंगे. हम अच्छी बैटिंग कर रहे हैं पहले और हम टोटल चेस भी कर रहे हैं. तो हम दोनों में कोई दिक्कत नहीं आ रही है. तो जो वो दिन पे सिचुएशन होगा बीट अ लीग गेम और अगर कोई सेमीफाइनल या फाइनल है तो वो दिन पे डिसीजन ले लेंगे. अगर बैटिंग करना है तो पहले बैटिंग कर लेंगे. रन ऑन बोर्ड हमेशा बेटर ही रहा है. और फिर हम अगर आपने देखा होगा तो जब हम पहले बैटिंग कर रहे हैं और रन बना रहे हैं और डिफेंड भी कर रहे हैं अभी जैसे ड्यू में हमने कितना मैचेस खेल चुके हैं हम ऑलरेडी. तो हमको आइडिया लग गया है. और इतने लोग इतने साल से खेल ही रहे फ्रेंचाइज क्रिकेट और इंटरनेशनल क्रिकेट जितने भी सारे अभी टीम में है. तो मेरे हिसाब से वो एक फैक्टर है जिसको हमें निकाल देना चाहिए गेम में से. एंड वी शुड फोकस ऑन प्लेइंग सम गुड क्रिकेट.
ऐसे कैप्टन लगा कि ड्यू के चलते जब अगर इस टाइम में ऐसा होता है तो डे गेम भी अगर हो तो कोई बुरा ऑप्शन है खिलाड़ियों के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से
डे गेम डे गेम हो ही रहा है टूर्नामेंट में. बट आई फील वो एक अच्छा चैलेंज भी है अगर ड्यू आ जाता है तो. क्योंकि अभी इतना एडवांस हो गया है ये गेम. आप वैसे ही प्रिपेयर करते हो. अगर ड्यू होने वाली है तो ड्यू के साथ आप प्रिपेयर करते हो. तो मेन इट बॉइल्स डाउन टू कि आप कैसे प्रिपेयर कर रहे हो. दैट इज मोर इम्पोर्टेंट. एंड देन व्हेन यू गो ऑन द ग्राउंड इट्स ऑल ऑटो पायलट.
Was telling me a few days back that quite a few series could not really go through because of the administrative challenges. As a captain, as the leader of the team, how challenging has it been for you to isolate the team from those challenges and ensure that purely in cricketing terms nothing gets affected? How successful have you been in doing that? And also in addition to that, among the associate nations, you have the highest player pool. So for holistic development of USA cricket, perhaps coach was saying that it is about time that you get to play with full member nations. So what would be your appeal regarding that?
This before, and I think we've been used to these things before also. So, and this opportunity playing the World Cup, we were well focused and we got good preparation in the last 3 weeks, and we are well focused and ready to play the World Cup.
Virat moved to the US. Now the captain of the US team coming to India, playing against India. So a lot of emotions will be going on 2 days from now. How do you balance that? At the end of the day, people would say, "Fir bhi dil hai Hindustani."
Feeling to come to India and play the World Cup. As a kid, I always dreamed of playing a World Cup and never thought of playing a World Cup in India and representing USA. So it's a great feeling, and it's not just for me. A lot of players in the team, and really excited to play the World Cup.
This is to Ireland. South Africa came close to winning in 2024 the T20 Men's T20 World Cup. The women came close to winning the 50 overs World Cup 3 months ago. What do you have to do to cross that and lift the title?
Try to score one extra run, I guess. Like you mentioned, there's been some good signs, I suppose, from the men's and the women's teams over the last couple of years, and to not quite have got over the line can be frustrating and disappointing. But you still got to take the positives that exist from those experiences. So we'll take what's worked. Obviously, we're in different conditions now, but take the confidence, and if we get to a position where we can try and win a trophy, then yeah, we'll give it an absolute crack.
I don't think it's happened before that we have started a World Cup with so much uncertainty regarding one team, whether you're playing it or not, as you know, we're talking about Pakistan. क्या टीम के मतलब प्लेयर्स के साथ आपका बात हो रहा है? Are you guys discussing or is it उनके साथ नहीं अपने बीच में? I don't know if you're talking with them, exchanging texts कि होगा नहीं होगा. What are your thoughts regarding the match, the India-Pakistan match? Because all of us are uncertain होगा नहीं होगा. So what are you thinking and what is the mindset of a captain going into a tournament with such uncertainty?
माइंडसेट इज प्रिटी क्लियर. अभी हमने तो मना नहीं किया खेलने के लिए, उधर से आया है मनाई. आईसीसी ने फिक्सचर दिया है, बीसीसीआई ने और गवर्नमेंट ने न्यूट्रल वेन्यू डिसाइड किया है आईसीसी के साथ खेलने के लिए. हमारी तो फ्लाइट बुक है भाई कोलंबो की, तो हम तो जा रहे हैं, बाकी तो देख ले. टीम के अंदर डिस्कशन एकदम क्लियर है. पहले 7 तारीख को मैच खेलेंगे, फिर उसके बाद दिल्ली जाएंगे, उसके बाद कोलंबो जाएंगे.
Question to Canada. How does it feel to play this tournament, especially for the whole of Canada and also in your country where the weather is really tough, but also get adapted to these conditions?
I think it's a very proud moment for all our players. Most of our players are from India. And as you told, condition, I think it's pretty hard in Canada. And thanks to our board, they had our pre-tour in Sri Lanka, and we prepared well. And we had a couple of games where we checked our combination and everything. And I feel as a captain, we are well prepared. But it's a day game. Whoever did will, and it will happen.
Captain Gerard, how did you see associate nations go to the second round, especially in Namibia's group?
You've got the massive game between India and Pakistan, obviously in the forefront of it, but there's many other challenges in that group with the likes of the US. They've got so many experienced players playing in most leagues around the world, so I think they're going to be a phenomenal force as well in the group. And then the Dutch have been very successful performers in world cricket and in tournament cricket. And then there's always the noisy Namibians that have taken a big scalp here and there. So we're going to do our best to get to the group stage. And I think all the associate nations continue to knock on the door. We continuously ask for more opportunities, but we can only get more opportunities by showing our worth on the field. And I think that's what all of them will try and do.
Anka and Eden, you played the first match against India in the last World Cup. You played the last match against India in the World Cup. So how preparation-wise, team formation-wise, how things have changed for your teams?
Before we played the first game, we already were prepared with like whatever balance will be, how we are going to play the playing 11. And now, if you compare with the last World Cup, we have a few different players in the team. It's a well-experienced and balanced team. So we've been preparing and playing few games before the World Cup. So we know our combination, and obviously we see the condition and then decide.
Yeah, we've got some changes in personnel as well, but we don't have India in the group stage now, and hopefully at some stage we can get to a position in the comp where we can, but for now we've got to focus on our group, making sure we have a good 4 games there and get ourselves and earn the right to be in a position where the competition can go further for us. But yeah, the focus is certainly just on our group for the time being.
Sundar, New Zealand T20s, Tilak Verma was in doubt, but then he made a very good comeback. He's back to competitive cricket. How are you as a captain tackling the Washingtons in the Sundar situation? Are you optimistic that we'll see him during the World Cup, or are there backup plans in motion? What's the update on Washington, and being considered that it's a long tournament, would you have backups ready for him now, or are you optimistic of him coming back?
I think Tilak Verma got a break, couldn't play the New Zealand series. When he came back, he was a different player. You must have seen he played a A-series game and also a game yesterday. And we're hoping Washington also will be the same way. We spoke to him. He's doing really well. He's almost there. So we want him to be fully fit when he comes back.
Do you like to be patient with Washington, not rush into replacement?
100%. You have to be patient with good players.
Surya, in the New Zealand series, you had said ki when people were injured, you wanted to give preference to those who were in the World Cup squad, which is why you did that. So is that, was the warm-up matches, the players who played, is that an extension of that? So is that what we should expect, that those who played in the warm-up matches are the front runners?
Warm-up game was played as a warm-up. So now we are warmed up.
Yes, hi. I have a question for Gerhard. Can you just elaborate on the impact of Gary Kirsten having worked with the team over the last couple of months?
Comes with immense experience, not only from world cricket play, having coached so many teams and played all across the world, but he comes with immense experience of Indian cricket, having coached the IPL for many seasons, having won, the 2011 World Cup. So just coming here with him, we can see he's well loved by the people. We can't get off the bus really without having to take selfies with Gary. It's besides the cricketing side as well, he's such a great human to have on board and in your squad. So I think that's true for everyone on our management, and therefore the players are really enjoying that.
far as possible. Your power hitters, etc. Your teams are scoring. Your team's already scored a 300. Surya, you've been very close to. My question is actually for both of you as captains, bowling captains. How do you like? Is it a headache? How do you kind of like yesterday? Maybe Aiden, you can take the example of Ishan Kishan and Nokia over and the kind of discussions that happen, like the batters, the way the ball is going, just flying out of the grounds and over the ropes. And Surya, whatever you want to add.
It's moving forward quickly nowadays. It's probably got to a stage where you're not looking at winning overs, but probably just small groups of balls really. And at the end of the game, I think grouping a couple of good balls together makes a big difference. So you feel sorry for the bowlers. It's not an easy gig, especially when you get on or get to a country where the wickets are really, really good. Boundaries can be a little bit smaller, and the batters really enjoy themselves. So it's a nice opportunity and challenge though for the bowlers. That's sort of how our unit sees it, and they're going to take that challenge on. The odds are probably stacked against them, but they're going to focus on the challenge and get into the battle and sort of see where they end up at the end of it.
I think he said everything. I feel, to add on, he's rightly said, the game is actually moving very fast in the game. It is harsh on bowlers, yes, but we can't do anything. I'm happy that I'm a batter, but I do feel for my bowlers and other bowlers as well. But yeah, people are trying to seize the moments in this game, enjoying it, become more fearless, and obviously good entertainment for the crowd coming in.
Surya, you have said that you are ready to fly to Colombo for 15th game, but how do you see the Pakistan decision to boycott the India game? Because since Asia Cup and no handshake controversy, there have been so many issues between Indian team and Pakistan team. How do you look at the decision, and do you think it is good for the game and the World Cup as a whole? Thank you.
Their decision is not in my control. I wish I could take that decision, but then it's their call. We've been told that we have to play a game on the 15th. We played Asia Cup, I think, we played them 3 times at a neutral venue. We played some good cricket against them. We won. We were very happy. And similarly, if we get an opportunity again in Colombo, we'll definitely play again.
Sorry, for those that love cricket, India-Pakistan is one of the great occasions. What would be your message to those that have the control to make this fixture happen? What would you say to them to ensure that it can?
I feel it's not an easy job. It's not my call. I'm sure they must be working out something. But if it's come from the other government or the nation, how can they help as well? It's a difficult call for them as well. I know it will be a difficult situation they will be in. But as I said, if we are told and the fixtures are ready, we'll definitely go ahead and play that.
Gerard, Monank and Dilpreet, as associate nation captains, it's very challenging because most of your players don't even play full-time cricket. They have jobs besides cricket as well. So what do you tell them to stay motivated during a tournament like this? And what is the message before the start of a tournament? Thank you, guys.
I think everyone is full-time cricketer in our team. And we've been playing, my teammates have been playing cricket and representing USA since last 7-8 years. So everyone are professional and they know what to do at given an opportunity at a bigger stage.
Everyone's full-time cricketers, so no excuses really. I just think it's been high time that the associates do get that level of professionalism in the game and around these tournaments, and it's shown in the tournaments that their success rate has gone up with the exposure. So.
Yeah, same as Monank and Greg. Same because we have a contract, central contract, so all of our players are full-time cricketers in Canada, and also they're playing franchise cricket here and there, so it helps them to financial and everything. But yeah, it's hard in Canada because of weather, as I told earlier. It's hard, we can't play proper cricket all the time, so they have some work, which I give credit to them. They are still working on their cricket skills as well because of the weather, but yeah, they're working well.
Rajsi from Mr. Cricket UAE. The question is, बचपन से सुनते आ रहे हैं Aussie mentality of winning the championships, and right now India back-to-back बहुत सारी championship में बहुत अच्छा करता आ रहा है. We would like to know what is that mentality which you guys have nailed. Because of that, India has been so successful in ICC tournaments and all the championships throughout the year.
Mentality. I think we've been playing some good brand of cricket from last 2-3. अब तो खेलते तो बहुत टाइम से आ रहे हैं. बट आई थिंक हमने थोड़ा थिंकिंग चेंज कर लिया है. पहले हम बायलैटरल अलग ढंग से खेलते थे, आईसीसी टूर्नामेंट अलग ढंग से खेलते थे, बट नाउ एशिया कप हो, आईसीसी इवेंट हो या बायलैटरल हो, कोई भी हो, हम एक ही ढंग से खेलते हैं, ट्राई करते हैं खेलने के लिए. इसीलिए जब हम लास्ट टाइम 24 में आईसीसी इवेंट खेलने के लिए गए तो हमको इतना डिफरेंट लगा नहीं, क्योंकि हम वैसा क्रिकेट पूरा साल खेल रहे थे. तो सिमिलरली अभी भी जो हम लास्ट 1 साल से खेल रहे हैं, हम ट्राई करेंगे वैसा ही क्रिकेट सेम आईसीसी इवेंट में ही खेलेंगे, और फिर अब जब अच्छा खेलेंगे तो रिजल्ट भी लग ही जाएगा अपने साइड.
Hello. My question is for Surya and Aiden. Aiden, firstly, is there any baggage of that defeat in the 24 World Cup final? And are you taking some extra pressure to go and win the trophy this time around after that heartbreak in the final? And for Surya, you talked about the Indian mentality, the impact of Gautam Gambhir in the Indian dressing room. Can you talk a bit about it? You have seen the previous dressing room as well in the 24 World Cup, but how has it changed since then?
ये मत पूछो सवाल.
Yeah, look, it's the previous World Cup is what it is, right? It's 2 years ago. It's done now. We've played a lot of cricket since, and every captain sitting here and the previous captains that were in here before us, they all want to lift the trophy. So, again, like I mentioned, you have to earn that right in your group stage first, and then continuously play good cricket. It's a competition and a format where any team can beat any team. It takes 1 or 2 special performances from individuals, and it breaks the game open. So. Obviously, we had to win. We're motivated to win, especially after 2024. But yeah, that's not the sole reason for our motivation.
गंभीर इम्पैक्ट पिछला ड्रेसिंग रूम और आपका ड्रेसिंग रूम कितना बदला है 24 से 24?
ड्रेसिंग रूम तो वही सब है, खाली डब्बे चेंज हो गए थोड़े इधर उधर. बट इट हैज़ बीन अ वंडरफुल जर्नी जब से उन्होंने टेक ओवर किया है. और मेन चीज़ ये है कि जो उन्होंने ड्रेसिंग रूम में एक एटमॉस्फेयर क्रिएट करवाया है कि इट्स अ टीम गेम. तो जो अपने पर्सनल माइलस्टोन को साइड में रख के जो टीम का गोल है वो ज़्यादा सोचना इंपॉर्टेंट है, वो उन्होंने इन्फ्यूज़ किया है धीरे धीरे. और वो टाइम हो गया, 1 साल हो गया. तो अब अगर आप देखोगे, अगर आप मैं एग्जांपल देता हूँ, लास्ट गेम त्रिवेंद्रम में जो हम खेले, ईशान 90s में था, उसने छक्का मार के अपना 100 किया. सो दैट इज वन थिंग विच बीन ट्राइंग टू डू इन अ ड्रेसिंग रूम, कीपिंग द पर्सनल माइलस्टोन्स अवे एंड फोकसिंग ऑन व्हाट्स द टीम्स गोल एंड देन वर्क टुवर्ड्स इट. सो उसमें ही एक्चुअली सब आ जाता है. कुछ अलग करने की जरूरत नहीं है. एंड द फ्रीडम विच इज गिवन टू एवरीवन, जो 2 लोग अंदर खेल रहे होते हैं, बैटिंग कर रहे हो, दोज आर द बेस्ट पीपल टू टेक दैट कॉल. गिवन अस दैट फ्रीडम. ड्रेसिंग रूम एटमॉस्फेयर इज वेरी लाइट. Good team dinners, going out for movies together. I think all these things, the small things helps a lot in a team atmosphere, and that's what we're trying to do.
Last 2 questions, please. That she asked, I'll tell you what my question is. Statistically, you are being compared to Ricky Ponting's team because of, Ricky Ponting's team of 2007, because of the way you've performed in this last World Cup cycle, the number of matches you won. As a captain then, with the amount of talent you have, how difficult is it what is more difficult for you, picking a team or dropping players?
God, I think it's a very good headache to have, with such wonderful people with some amazing skill in the dressing room, and everyone bringing something different to the table. It's very difficult to pick 11, but at the end of the day, you have to pick 11 players who take the field. It does get difficult when I speak to them, face them on the ground, when I go out on dinners with them, as I'm best friends with almost everyone. So it gets difficult, but then you have to keep your team ahead, pick the best 11, and think about how are we going to win the game.
Monank, Gerard, and Dilpreet, how much does it help having former players who have played for the regular test playing nations? Like you had David Wiese playing for your team for some time, and USA had some probably the India under-19 players playing for your team. And how much does that help in your growth as a cricketer and cricket nation?
Obviously, it helps. I think it helps having experienced players in any side, having that exposure to high-level cricket in any side is definitely a good thing. But many guys in our squad now have played their 4th World Cup, so I think we've got to rely on the next bunch of seniors to take over and lead the way.
I think it helps eventually the team, and many of our players have been playing together since long time. So that experience in the team has been going on since long time.
Yeah, it helps as well when you have these kind of players who play test nation and first class for their countries. It gives you momentum and good confidence to your other players that you can learn from them as well and your teammates. So yeah, it helps.
Thank you all.